I don't know if you've noticed on some of my Caddx Turtle footage that in the upper left you can see some of the lens element there poking through. And I thought I was kind of stuck with this with my particular camera, but then I saw NJTech's video where he talked about moving the sensor over and actually fixing that problem. That's what we're going to do here today. So the first thing you want to do is just remove the two little Phillips screws in the back, and this just removes this little shield. And there's nothing in here, it's not connected to anything, it's just a little shield. So just remove these two screws and this should just come right off. And it has a couple of little spacers that you want to keep track of. And then that'll expose the back of the camera here. This is the sensor is actually on the other side of this board, and there are just two screws in the corners. And just don't remove these screws, but just loosen them up so you can shift the board around just a little bit. So I'm going to power up the quad and camera so that way I can see what the camera is seeing. And I have to do this through my goggles. I don't have really a good enough external display. The idea here is you just kind of try to move the sensor back and forth as much as it doesn't move much, but just a little bit, just try to get the lens more aligned. And you can see if you look in the upper left, you can kind of see it getting better. And also if you have 4x3 goggles, you'll need to put the camera in 16:9 mode for this, just so you can see the full image. So that looks a little bit better. And once you think it's okay, just retighten these screws. In my case, I had to hold the board in position pretty hard while I retightened it. But this is it's an improvement for sure. You can still see a little bit of something in the upper left, but it's way better than it was. So now you just need to reattach the back shield plate, and just remember to put those spacers back on the screws there. Now there it is, all back in place. So now let's take it for a fly and see how we've done. So you can see it's not quite perfect. I can still see a little something poking out in the upper left, but it's definitely an improvement. And if you're having the same problem and you can't quite get it 100%, another thing you can do is to change the camera's field of view from high to medium, and that will crop it in just a little bit, not so much that I think it would have really affect the image quality or your flight experience too much. So I hope this was helpful. I'll let the rest of this flight play, and thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.